And now we learn how to use Earth Breath. Final breath.
Spyro, come here.
Yeah, I wonder who his voice actor is. I'm not exactly sure who voices Terrador, if he's another famous person or not. I think Earth is like pure raw power too.
To harness the soil, the wind, the world itself is now within your grasp. Let's begin.
Because I know it functions like a shotgun, but it seems to not have like any other properties. Like electric lets you throw things, fire decreases defense, ice holds things still or turns them into snowballs. I don't know if Earth has a secondary property. Press square to shoot and attack dummies with your Earth shot. Yeah, this is very much a shotgun. Not a very powerful shotgun either. Which I guess shotguns are more ranged than anything, but even so.
Always be gracious in victory, Spyro.
Come over here.
I don't remember using Earth hardly at all in my previous playthrough. Chase after the dummies and press square to shoot the dummies with your Earth shot when they are in range. Oh no. It's one of these. Hopefully they only take one shot. Ooh! Of course, I have a wide breadth of range, and I still can't hit Jack Patooey. YouTube has a new algorithm that detects swears. So I gotta be careful now. It even detects beeps, so if you like beep something out, it still detects it. What? I got them all, didn't I? No.
There might be hope for you yet, young dragon.
Which I don't understand. Like, if
Over
it's
here.
censored out, it's censored out. It's PG. Oh, we're over here already? Press triangle to throw an earth bomb at the dummies. Okay, we're not there already. Stay within the elemental wall. Okay, so it's a little bit like the, like the, green thing we used to shoot in the final boss of Spyro 2 Crypto's Raid. Or Gateway to Glimmer, depending. It's a little bit like that. It doesn't really have good aim, though. It doesn't home or anything, so I can, like, shoot over here and it misses. So maybe it's, like, powerful? I don't know. Range is bad, though. Oh, no, it's not powerful at all. Look at that damage. That's pathetic.
Looks like Ignitus may have been right about you.
Then what's the point of the
This way,
shot?
oh Mauve one.
If it's not powerful and it can't aim, what's the point? Did you guys run out of ideas for abilities? Press triangle to throw an earth bomb at the fleeing dummies and aerial melee them when they are caught in the whirlwind. It creates a whirlwind? Defeat all of the dummies before... Oh, time limit. Oh, I see. It does throw them up a little bit. Come on. Please. Oh, I caught one, but it was like too late. I guess it holds some of them still, but like, it doesn't always... Yeah, like that went off right in front of it and it still missed. Please count. Why is this timed? Why did you have to time it? What cruelty. Oh, sure. Really? Bruh. Bruh. Like, yeah, see, he got hit a couple times, but it didn't throw him into the whirlwind.
You might prove to be a true warrior yet.
I know what I'm not using. Earth ability. After defeating the small dummies, press R2 to defeat the oncoming larger dummies with your Earth Fury. Yeah, that's it. That is it for Earth ability. That's a little sad. Not only blast the enemies, hardly, but it does blast their crystals all the way over here. He's Schnitzel from Crowder and Sheriff Blubs from Gravity Falls. Was Schnitzel the husband? I don't remember. Like the main chef. I know who Blubs is in Gravity Falls, which I missed because it was recently the anniversary of Gravity Falls, and it made me nostalgic and sad. Oh no, he's the Rada Rada guy. Okay. No offense, but I would have never guessed that if all he says is Rada Rada. Okay, here we go. Back in the center. Hello? Rude. Okay, let's go. Earth Fury. Let's see what this looks like. Oak leaves and... oh, rocks. I wasn't expecting the boulders, to be honest. I was expecting a whirlwind.
Good job. Now, the final confrontation awaits.
Okay, just straight up tell me it's the final dungeon, then your final confrontation. Way to spoil it, Terrador. I mean, it was kind of obvious, but still.
You've done well, Spyro.
Yes, yes, pat on the back, good going, all that other rubbish, but we've got to get moving here.
Oh, Cyril is terribly obnoxious, but in this case he happens to be right, Terrador. Ignitus is the final piece to Cynder's puzzle. If that last crystal is powered, the portal will open and we'll all be done for.
I know. When I was on Munitions Forge, I overheard the conductor say that Cynder's final preparations would take place at her lair, where she lives in solitude among the clouds and the towers. I am certain that's where she's taken Ignitus.
We have to go. Come on.
I'd give anything to go with you, young warrior. But that crystal sapped the last of my will. I fear my fighting days are over.
Every generation must pass the torch to the next, Terrador. Our time is done.
Yes, it is Spyro's time to shine. Now go to it, young dragon.
Yes, sir.
Wow, you guys make even me want to face Cynder. Did I say that out loud?
Cynder's lair is where hope goes to die, Spyro. A dark, foreboding place in which Cynder broods and skulks and plans her next assault. You must make your way to her fortress, where I'm sure Ignitus is being held.
Next time I say that I want to face Cynder, why don't you go ahead and punch me in the mouth?
No problem.
I thought you guys said she lives alone. You lied to me.
Or made it sound like this place is uninhabited.
Now what fun would that be? Come on, we've got to take them out.
Lots of crystals here. Lots and lots of crystals. But none of them for me, except for this one. This one for me. Okay, so there's stuff on the ground, but there's also that dude. Really quickly, I want to level up my other breaths, maybe. Are they already all the way full? Yeah, they are. I leveled these up during the other dungeons, I guess. Then maybe it's time for these, because Earth sucks. What's with that? Fire and electric are my two most dominant abilities, so I'm gonna do those first. Any day now! With explosions! Break up the party with explosions! Sounds like a good time, actually. You now have the Fury of Ishlander's Final Stand. I don't know what that is! You mean to tell me that there's special abilities for maxing all of these out and I didn't know? Okay. Well, it's a PS2 game, so it's not like there's any trophies for this. Imprison your enemies in an electrical cage of lightning for easy air combos. Panagir's Thundering Electric Arts. This powerful crackling ability will stop at nothing. Oh, yep, see, there goes my experience pool. She's going, she's going, she's going, she's gone. I'll need more crystals to go any further. Oh, bro! Ow! He just broke that metal fence with his face. But since my stuff is already max level, that means, there may be quite a bit of death that leveling up cannot save me from. Especially since I missed, like, so many crystals. In hindsight, something I realized in editing is that since the crystals kept respawning during my fight with Steam in Munition's Forge, I could have just repeatedly kept purposefully dying and leveling up, similar to a trick I do in Ratchet & Clank, and then maxed everything out that way. A little too late, though. I hadn't realized it until hindsight. Then I would never have had to worry about crystals. These would have been purely for restoring health. And I would have had unlimited experience. Provided it didn't reset anything, which it might. But it didn't seem to. So if you're really struggling with this game, that might be a lifesaver. Worms. Leeches. Drooling leeches. That somehow hit me despite the fact that I was hitting it first. You're stunned! How are you hitting me? I guess the door was already mostly open for us. Do I just... Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's on pretty much everything, this game. PS2, GameCube, Xbox, original. It's not on PSN. Oh gosh, this guy hits hard. This is what I meant. Leveling up won't save me now. I hope he's not one of these guys that, like, respawns stuff. Minions. Come on, I saw you get aerialed once. Yay, I launch a fireball and it misses by a mile. Come on, Lost Hunt. Go down. Down, boy. There he goes, there he goes, there he goes. There I go. Shoot. Yeah, I think he does. I think he respawns the enemies. This place has a very World of Warcraft feel to it, very Blizzard. I think it's also really, really big, so I might be here a while. It's either this game or the third game where the final stretch is just ridiculously huge. Sticking with fire because it stuns a little bit, but it also decreases defense. It also seems to be juggling them without me having to do anything. Like on occasion it throws them up into the air, which is actually a little bit of a con. Because I don't want to aerial attack constantly, because it makes me vulnerable. Because I gotta wait to come back down. What is this, a cage match? Come on, guys. Unlike Kingdom Hearts where aerial combos are your friend. Yeah, because it makes it hard for the enemies to hit you and you do more damage. Aerial combos in Spyro don't really seem to do any more damage, they just sort of look fancy. Or if they do more damage, it seems to be like really minimal. And you can still get smacked, which sucks. Because what made it work in Kingdom Hearts 2 is that you had an aerial recovery ability, which means hitting circle causes you to dodge. I'm just a sitting duck, if I'm in the air right now. I can turn a little bit, but that's it, and it's not enough. Oh, come on. That wasn't fair. It was literally dropped on my head. Lives alone indeed. It's like saying you live alone when you're in a dorm room. You're never alone. Oh yeah, just me and like 100 other people. But I have my own bedroom, so I guess it counts. Alone is subjective. There's a quote for this. No, they just live in my house and eat all my food. I see it's gonna go back and forth. Go. Too close to the boom boom. That was a really delayed boom. I don't think it ever went off. Nope. Nope. Yeah, 'cause I remember in the third one, like, the final dungeon just, like, kept going, and I was at a point where it's like, you said it was the final dungeon, like, 5 hours ago. Like, I know you want to make it look like Lord of the Rings, but you didn't have to make it like the literal extended edition dungeon re-render. Defeat all of Cynder's forces to activate the crystal platforms. Okay. I'm guessing they're just gonna like keep coming, and once I defeat all of them, it'll raise these like black things on the floor into pedestals. That's what this place looks like, Saruman's Tower. That's what it's supposed to be, actually. This game is literally a inspiration, air quotes, more like ripoff, of Lord of the Rings. Right down to some of the voice actors. Spyro is literally Frodo. Wait until you see the future games, like, it's gonna become more and more clear. I like that they actually had to tell us to defeat Cynder's forces this time. Because, like, we haven't already been doing that. I guess, like, they keep coming and you got to a point where you're like, I'm just confused.
Now for the next one.
The next one? You mean up here? Yes. He means up here. Because, like, the final dungeon in the third and final game looks like the trek to deliver the One Ring. Army included. Thankfully, in that game, you can permanently fly, which is nice. So being in the air actually means something, because you age a bit, which means you have access to your wings and you can actually fly around like a real dragon. Which, in my opinion, kind of makes it the best one, because it makes the gameplay, even though it's still kind of repetitive, it makes it way more unique, being able to fly around like that.
Almost there.
They added some difficulty if you can fly around all the time. Yeah, they did. Your breath abilities actually mean something. There's a couple super enemies. It's a little bit more quest-based, so it's not just like sheer combat all the time. There's a lot more puzzles. There are some enemies that are aerial, but you also have to be on the ground, and your breath ability can't reach forever. Wait, is this thing an enemy? I didn't realize it was an enemy. The conduit. I didn't realize that was an enemy. I thought it was just an orb. Would you go away, please? I'm trying to figure out the orb. You're being rude. I wish to speak only with the orb. Yeah, it reminds me of those shock spiders in Final Fantasy XII. When you're trying to get out of the dungeon and they eat all your battery. Ooh, it hits hard. It's almost down though. It's like, I don't know if its element is changing based on like what breath I'm hitting it with or not. I couldn't tell because I was too bombarded with other stuff. They should have just released the conduit like as its own thing first to let me play with it, and then released it with swarms of other enemies. Because I literally couldn't focus on it. The other guy was constantly up my butt. Oh no! No! No, go away! I tried to juggle him and it didn't work. And when I do juggle him, it didn't work either. No! No, don't be mean! Okay, get out of guarding. Get out of guarding. I waited till you told me to wait and then you still hit me, game. That's not fair. You can't break your own rules, game.
Done. And...
Oh yeah, and the screen flickering right now is the lightning, so... There's a lot of lightning in this place. Then I'll jump down for both. Which I forget there's falling damage in a game where you have wings. Yeah, thankfully this game is like really, really good with its checkpoints. The second game, not so much. It has the same limited combat range as the first game, where it's like still super repetitive, but I guess like the checkpoints are super bad, so if I died here it would like place me all the way back at the beginning of the tower and I'd have to redo all of these enemies. So that one's not gonna be as fun. What are these? They look like golems. Another shocky worm. Electric leech. I wonder. Everything here's probably weak to earth, but I'm not using earth because earth sucks. But, I kind of wonder if these guys are maybe immune to electric, similar to how other enemies in the last dungeon were immune to fire. Oh, no. It does next to nothing. Oh, come on. Really? Okay, electric works. I threw him off the cliff and this tiny fall was enough fall damage to kill him. We take those. Oh no, I shouldn't have broke that. There's still one more. Okay, that did nothing. No, this way. This way. This way. I said this. There you go. Bye-bye. So stupid. Why learn how to play when you can just exploit the mechanics? Hooray for gravity breath, kinda. There are more breath abilities in the third game as well, not just these four. There's also fear, which has a paralyzing effect. Poison, exactly what it sounds like. And two more I don't quite remember. Darkness. I don't remember what darkness entirely does. What was the last one? There's one more, and for the life of me I can't think of what it is. It's been a while. Okay, I gotta go back for that crystal now. Because every point counts. I think maybe air? Like maybe like just a wind sort of breath? Don't quote me on that though. No running in the halls, children. So, breath, yes, but like super breath that you can use in puzzles. Like you blow it through gigantic horns that open doors and stuff. Shadow, for example, actually lets you turn into shadow, and then you can like phase through solid objects a little bit of a ways. So if like there's a gate, you can just phase right through the gate. Fear is kind of like wind-based too, if you think about it, since it's just like a great big shockwave of sound. Uh-oh.
Heart breaking out.
Come on. Ignitus is waiting.